Hey photographers, creatives. This is the Focus Shift podcast, your best listening experience for creating your best online business. We'll focus on topics that help you get discovered. So sit back, listen, take notes if you like, and get excited about growing your business.
You know, it's kind of hard to ignore just how much AI is, well, everywhere in our digital lives now.
It really is.
Think about it like, are you asking ChatGPT something or using Perplexity, maybe seeing those Google AI overviews? The way we find answers has just fundamentally changed.
Completely shifted, yeah.
And here's something to think about, just for you listening. When did you last actually click through from, say, an AI answer to a business's website?
Good question.
Because for a lot of us, it's probably not that often anymore, right? The AI just gives you the full answer, nice and polished right there.
Exactly. It wraps it all up for you.
And for photographers, this isn't just some small trend. It feels like a huge shift. Your portfolio site, I mean, it's still vital, obviously.
Absolutely.
But it's just not enough by itself anymore to make sure you get discovered. So that's our mission today. We're going to deep dive into how photographers can not just cope, but really thrive in this new AI world.
And this isn't just about, fiddling with your website SEO in the old way. It's really about understanding how AI works now, how it references trusted sources from all over the internet, not just your site.
Referencing.
Yeah, the old way was about ranking high in a list, right? Now the game is much more about being referenced, actually appearing inside the AI's answer. And that changes everything for your brand's visibility.
Wow. Okay. So moving from optimizing just for Google to this whole online ecosystem, that's huge. But if my website link isn't showing up right away in the AI answer, how does that visibility actually turn into like a booking for a photographer? Is it a totally new kind of funnel?
That's a really excellent question. It gets right to the core of it. See, AI isn't just listing websites. It's doing this really sophisticated thing, semantic analysis, building what's called a knowledge graph.
Okay, a knowledge graph.
Yeah, think of it like a giant web connecting facts and entities, people, places, businesses. Every time your name gets mentioned positively, every good review, every collaboration with someone credible, that's like a little node in this graph. And each node strengthens the AI's understanding of you, your authority, who you are as an entity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe fewer direct clicks from the initial answer, but appearing as the referenced expert or the recommended service.
Right.
That positions you as the solution, the person they were looking for. And then they'll actively search for you.
Okay, got it. So the AI is like this super smart detective pulling clues together from all over the place. Let's make that really concrete. Say a bride-to-be asks Perplexity, who are the best wedding photographers in North Carolina? Where is the AI actually looking for that info?
Well, it casts a much wider net than you might first think.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe a top 10 wedding photographers blog post is in there. That's one source.
The obvious one.
Right, but it could just as easily be looking at, say, Google Maps reviews, or a bunch of Instagram posts tagged with #NCWeddingPhotography.
Okay.
Or even, a really specific discussion happening in a Reddit thread about planning a wedding in that area. AI tries to build this full picture, not just spit out one link.
Or maybe even YouTube videos, like wedding vendors talking about photographers they worked with.
Exactly, or photographers sharing behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're not part of these different conversations on these platforms, you're basically invisible to the AI when it's doing that detective work. You're missing chances to be discovered and referenced.
So if AI is this digital explorer, where does it like to hang out? Where does it find the really good stuff?
Let's dig into some of these key platforms and how photographers can make sure they're seen as a valuable source. First one, Reddit.
Reddit. Yeah, it's often a goldmine for AI. Why? Because the discussions are lively, they feel authentic, and people often go into incredible detail.
Right, those long comment threads.
Exactly. And it's not just the content itself, it's the validation. Upvoted answers, comments marked as helpful by the community. That signals quality and consensus to the AI.
So a really helpful Reddit comment may be one answering a tricky photography question. That's like pure gold for an AI building its knowledge. The key is to actually join the right communities. Wedding planning, family photos, specific gear forms, whatever fits.
Okay.
And then share real advice. Be genuinely helpful. Don't just drop links to your portfolio. Be part of the conversation.
That makes sense, but it also sounds like it could take a lot of time. How does a busy photographer make sure that time spent on Reddit is actually, paying off, being noticed by AI, not just disappearing into the noise? Are there specific things AI looks for?
That's a fair point about efficiency. AI tends to value detailed answers that are well received by the community. So look for threads where people are genuinely asking for help or recommendations.
Got it.
A comment that gets a lot of upvotes, or maybe the original poster marks it as the best answer, that sends a strong signal of authority and usefulness to the AI. It's definitely quality over just posting a lot. Community validation matters.
Okay, quality and validation. Makes sense. So moving from those really dynamic, kind of messy community chats on Reddit, AI also looks at more structured, heavily vetted sources, right? Like Wikipedia.
Absolutely.
Now, that one feels notoriously hard to get onto, but I guess it's super powerful if you're a well-known photographer.
Oh, incredibly powerful. But yeah, getting a Wikipedia page is tough. It really requires what they call notability. Basically, you need proof that independent or reliable sources have already recognized you.
Like major news outlets or something.
Exactly. Or significant awards, major gallery exhibitions, maybe published work in books, stuff that's already been cited elsewhere in reputable places. If you've hit those kinds of milestones, the first step is making sure those external citations actually exist and are easy to find. Wikipedia is a huge signal of established authority that AI really respects.
Okay, so that's more for established names, perhaps. What about YouTube? We know it's massive visually driven. How does AI watch or read a video in a way that helps a photographer get referenced?
All right, this is where it gets really interesting with multimodal AI. It's not just looking at the image pixels anymore. AI can process the visuals, the audio, and the text all together.
Wow.
So things like video tutorials, behind-the-scenes glimpses of shoots, even gear reviews, they often surface in AI answers. To help the AI understand your video, you need to optimize it. Use keyword-rich titles. Definitely write detailed descriptions. And, this is critical, use accurate captions or transcripts. Those captions give the AI structured text. Its language models can then read that text to understand the actual content, the topics discussed, even the narrative flow of your video. That makes specific parts of your video discoverable for very specific user questions.
So the captions are almost like reading the video for the AI?
In a way, yes. It makes the content accessible and understandable at a deeper level for the AI.
Okay. Beyond the big platforms like YouTube and the official feel of Wikipedia, AI also seems to want that sort of distilled expertise you find in Q&A sites, right? Like Quora or maybe niche photography forums. What's their role?
Yeah, those sites are great. They give AI access to subjective insights, but often from people with real expertise. Photographers can really shine here. Find questions related to your specialty and answer them thoroughly. Share your unique take, maybe your problem-solving process, specific technical tips you've learned. Don't just give a short answer, give value.
Right.
This positions you as an expert who can provide nuanced, detailed answers. And AI loves that for crafting its own comprehensive responses.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, LinkedIn, that feels very business to business. Is it actually a source for AI answers when someone's looking for, say, a wedding photographer?
Maybe not directly for find me a wedding photographer, but for more business-oriented questions or queries about professional expertise, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
AI does look at LinkedIn, especially thought leadership type posts or detailed professional profiles. So if you share tips on the business side of photography, maybe client success stories, or break down the creative process behind a photo series on your LinkedIn profile, that can be really effective. It shows you're not just a creative, but also a knowledgeable professional in your field. AI picks up on that context.
Interesting. Okay, this next one feels almost too basic, but how crucial are the classic review platforms? You know, Google Business Profile, The Knot, Wedding Wire, maybe Yelp for some niches. We always hear get good reviews, but why does AI care specifically?
Well, get good reviews is definitely still fundamental, but the reason AI cares goes a bit deeper than just the star rating.
Okay.
AI isn't just counting stars. It's actually doing sentiment analysis on the text of the reviews themselves. It's looking for keywords and themes.
Like what kind of themes?
Things like professionalism, creativity, great communication, delivered on time, beautiful editing style. These qualitative details help the AI build a much richer understanding of your brand's reputation and what you're specifically good at. It's not just a score. It's about suitability for certain types of clients or projects.
So the words matter as much as the stars.
Exactly. So yes, keep those profiles updated. Definitely encourage clients to leave detailed, descriptive reviews, not just they were great. And make sure you've got high-quality portfolio images uploaded there too. Those positive, detailed reviews are strong trust signals for AI.
Gotcha. Detailed reviews. Now, Instagram, obviously huge for photographers, very visual.
Yeah.
How does AI factor that in when it's trying to build its understanding, its knowledge graph around a photographer?
Instagram is really interesting because Google is definitely indexing more posts now, and AI certainly values strong visuals. But the key is context.
Context for the images.
Yeah, it's not just about standard alt text anymore, though that's still important for accessibility and basic keywords. AI is getting much better at visual comprehension, can start to understand style.
Like recognizing your editing style.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Or consistent themes, color palettes, types of subjects you shoot. AI can learn to associate a certain visual signature with your brand or expertise. So the advice is, don't just upload a photo. Write descriptive captions that give context. Use alt text thoughtfully, explaining what's in the image and why it's relevant, and use relevant hashtags.
Okay.
This helps AI connect the dots, not just see a pretty picture, but understand its artistic style, its subject matter, its place within your niche.
Right, helping it understand the meaning behind the visual.
Exactly.
Okay, last category here. What about just good old-fashioned press? Like being featured in best photographers and lists in local magazines or blogs, or getting a mention in a local news story?
Oh, those are hugely valuable.
Yeah.
Being featured in those kinds of listicles or local news pieces significantly boosts your trust footprint with AI.
Trust footprint. I like
Yeah,
that.
because it's external third-party validation. It's someone else saying you're noteworthy or reputable. That's a powerful signal for AI.
So worth actively pursuing.
Definitely. Think about pitching a unique story about your work, or maybe some photography tips tailored to the local audience, to local media outlets, or relevant blogs. Every credible mention acts like a strong endorsement that AI adds to its profile of you.
Wow. This really paints a picture of a massive shift. It used to feel like photographers focused so much energy just on their own website, kind of a solo effort. Now it sounds like SEO is almost a team sport, even if you're a solo photographer.
That's a perfect way to put it. A team sport.
Right.
Even if you're a one-person operation, the mindset has to be collaborative.
Yeah.
How can you leverage others?
So working with vendors you shoot with, past clients, other collaborators.
Exactly. Get them to mention you, link to you, share your work on their websites and their social media. Every one of those mentions is a valuable backlink. And just as importantly, a contextual reference point for AI.
And I'm guessing a really crucial detail here is making sure your photos are actually credited properly whenever they get used anywhere.
Absolutely vital, non-negotiable. Proper crediting your name, maybe a link back, ensures that when your amazing photo appears somewhere, AI can connect it back to you as the creator.
Right. Otherwise, it's just a great photo floating out there.
Exactly. It doesn't build your authority. So, yeah, always push for proper credit.
So it really boils down to building genuine relationships too then, like with wedding planners, venues, local bloggers.
Yeah.
So they just naturally think to mention you or feature your work.
Precisely. Those organic mentions, the ones that come naturally because you have a good relationship and they trust your work, those are incredibly powerful signals to AI. They come from entities that AI likely already trusts within that industry or location.
Okay.
So the big picture goal shifts, right? It's not just optimizing your own website anymore. It's about strategically shaping your presence across the entire internet, making sure AI sees you as a trusted, authoritative, natural part of the conversation about photography in your niche or area.
Building that whole entity profile, as you called it.
Exactly. Building an entity profile that AI feels confident pulling information from when someone asks a relevant question.
Okay, wow. That's a lot to take in, but breaking it down platform by platform really helps clarify how AI is thinking. So let's pivot to practical steps. What can photographers listening right now actually do today or this week to start adapting?
Right. Let's make it actionable. First off, don't feel like you have to be everywhere at once. That's overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely.
Pick maybe 2 or 3 platforms to really focus your energy on initially. Choose ones where your ideal clients are likely spending time. For a lot of photographers, that might realistically be, say, Instagram, their Google business profile, and maybe one key forum or review site like the Knot or Wedding Wire.
Okay, focus, then what?
Then get involved. Don't just set up a profile and leave it. Actively participate.
Like jumping into conversations.
Yeah, jump into those Reddit threads or Facebook groups for local venues or vendors. Answer questions thoughtfully on Quora if that fits your niche. Be present, be engaged, and most importantly, provide real value. Don't just self-promote. This active, helpful participation signals your expertise to AI over time.
Okay, be active, provide value. You also mentioned collaboration earlier, pitching.
Yes, absolutely. Think about expanding your network and reach through others. Could you offer to write a guest blog post for a wedding planner you respect? Maybe offer some photos for their site with credit? Could you potentially appear on a local business podcast?
Interesting ideas.
Every time you get a credible external mention, especially one that links back or clearly names you, is building your entity profile for AI.
And then there's the technical side, making sure AI can actually read and understand your content across all these different places.
Right. Optimize for AI readability everywhere. That means clear, descriptive titles for posts, videos, images. It means structured captions using relevant keywords naturally. Think about the words and phrases someone would actually use to search for what you offer. And consistency helps too. Using your business name consistently, having a recognizable visual style. It all helps AI connect the dots and understand who you are and what you do.
Okay. Consistency, clarity. And finally, how do you even know if any of this is working? How do you track if AI is starting to notice you more?
That's a good question. One simple way is to set up Google Alerts for your business name and maybe your personal name if it's distinct.
Okay.
You can also add alerts for key phrases related to your niche and location. This isn't perfect, but it helps you passively monitor mentions across the web. You'll start to see where your name pops up, giving you a sense of where your online presence is growing and where AI might be finding you.
That's a practical tip. So wrapping this up, the bottom line seems really clear. Photographers who adapt, who think beyond just their own website and embrace this idea of being referenced across the web, they're the ones who won't just show up in old school search results. They'll actually appear in the AI answers themselves, right? Where clients are increasingly making decisions. It's a big shift from just being found to being genuinely known by the AI.
Exactly. Known and trusted. And really, this isn't just advice for photographers, is it? It applies much more broadly.
True.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Think about your own digital footprint right now. Beyond your website or the social profiles you control, how is your expertise, your brand, your knowledge being referenced out there in this huge online ecosystem? What's one small strategic change you could make, maybe starting today, to expand that AI visibility, to make sure your insights and your value become part of that wider digital conversation?
The Focus Shift podcast is presented by PhotoBiz, the best website solution for photographers. Whether you're launching your site or scaling your online business, PhotoBiz has your back. To get started for free, visit photobiz.com today.